Hey, this is Dan McGaw with F Amazing. In our last video, we talked to you about how to get started creating a plan for your conversion rate optimization. In this video, though, I want to talk to you about quantitative data, which is how you would measure the data so you can actually inform your tests to run. The first thing is that there's a million tools out there that you can choose to track your quantitative data. If you're not familiar with quantitative, it basically just means a bunch of fancy numbers that you put together to inform your decisions. As you can see on the screen, there's lots of different options for tools that you can choose. But one thing I want to make sure you understand is that you need to choose the tool that is right for your business. Don't choose a tool because I say I prefer it or because I use it on one of my businesses. Your business is different than mine. Your business is different than everybody else's. So you need to choose the tool that is best for your business. Of course, everybody already has Google Analytics installed on their website. They're installed on over 18 million websites on the web. I mean, they're a pretty big behemoth. A funny fact, though, is Google did not create Google Analytics. They actually purchased it and then called it Google Analytics so they can better understand how people use the internet. For this video, we're not going to use Google Analytics as our example. I know you do have it probably on your website, but we're going to talk about some different services such as Mixpanel and Kissmetrics. Both of these services are very valuable because they do customer intelligence when they're tracking people on your website. They both have the standard JavaScript you install on your site, as well as you can do server-side integration to provide more valuable data. But for this example today, we're going to use Kissmetrics because it's a little more user-friendly for the beginners. If you are interested in Mixpanel, definitely check it out. It's an amazing tool, but it requires you to have a developer to integrate it. So take that into consideration if choosing the tools. Another reason why I choose these tools is because they're directly integrated with our A/B testing tools. As a CRO expert, you're going to be using A/B testing tools, so it's very important to make sure that it works with your analytics tools. If you're using an analytics tool that does not integrate, you must make sure that you have a solution for that. Now let's talk about how we do this from a funnel perspective. Whenever you're measuring your website, you're going to measure separate steps to create a funnel. In essence, somebody's going to come in through the home page, visit the pricing page, visit the purchase page, and then possibly purchase your product. These 4 stages are going to be what creates the funnel of your website and is very important to monitor. In this example, I'm going to use Kissmetrics because it's very user-friendly and can get you started. So pay attention, as this is going to be how you set up your events and funnels in Kissmetrics. Now, in Kissmetrics, one of the reasons why we recommend it is on the back end of it, it allows you to create what's known as events using the URLs of your website. In other analytics tools, to create an event, you actually have to get involved with the code, but not with Kissmetrics. Now, to help you understand what an event is, basically all it means is somebody took an action on your website, hence why it's called an event. You'll hear some people call them transactions, but just stick with the normal word event and you'll be pretty good. If somebody visits your homepage, that's going to be an event because they visited a homepage, which potentially is going to be what you call it. But if somebody purchases something, that as well as an event. So you're probably going to have an event called purchased. In the example we have on your screen, you can see that we are tracking a URL, which is the thank you page, which is the page people land on after they've converted and purchased a product on this website. We also have the event set up called purchase, so that way it will send that event in the analytics solution, and we can track all the purchases that happen in any funnel. This makes it really easy in Kissmetrics because you don't need a developer at this point, but if you're using another analytics tool, you may have to get your developers involved. Next, we're going to show you how this could potentially fall into a funnel. On the screen, you can see that we have a funnel which goes from left to right and is going to show you different steps of the funnel. What we can tell as well is on the bottom side of this, we're going to have different properties that are associated with these events. If your A/B testing tool is integrated with your analytics, you'll be able to see these A/B testing properties immediately in your funnel. So on the bottom of the funnel, we can see we have 2 variations on which people are going through. As we go down the funnel, we can see our total conversion rate for the funnel is roughly 4.5 and 4.6%. What we can also notice is that on the first stage of the funnel, we have 100% of the people that visited that page. But on the next step of the funnel, we have viewed sign up, which only around 6.8% came through on the create free account version, and then 5.6% came through on the getting started version of the site. Now, we can obviously tell at this point the create free account has a higher conversion rate of 6.8%. Now, what is more interesting to us is that the A/B test was meant from the home page to the viewed sign up page. This is where the A/B test was running. So noticing the increase of conversion is very important because we'll notice that the create free account had a higher conversion. Now, what is more interesting and why you should create a funnel is the most important metric on this funnel is going to be the signed up funnel. If you look at the signed up event, we'll also notice that the create free account has a lower conversion rate than the get started version. What this is important to notice is how big of a difference this potentially is, and you have to take this in consideration when running your funnel. We can see we're getting more people to the page on the create a free account, but we're getting less signups through that version as well, so we may want to put a new A/B test on the next step. Now, this is a very easy way to track your funnels. If you do have additional questions about it, please let us know and leave it in the comments section below. But we're definitely here to help you when you run into these things.